Get in. Aston Villa have done it. They've pulled the hat out the cat out the bag. They've done whatever they want you to do, and they have secured the top 8 spot in the Champions League. It finishes Aston Villa 4, Celtic 2. Now, didn't watch much of the game, unfortunately. No streams were available tonight, so I'm going to have to go on what mostly we saw and also just the general result of it, so we'll keep it short as possible. But overall, thank the living Lord, Villa did the right thing tonight and got the results that we so desired. You know, we were coming into this game, Villa, realistically, all they needed was a win to go and achieve something that, quite frankly, if you said it at the start of the season, you know, do you think Aston Villa were going to finish top 8? Anybody would have taken it. You would have taken it there and then. You know, we did have a tough set of games. It was going to be a difficult challenge, but Villa, fair play to them. Give them the credit that they deserve. They have stepped up and ultimately have delivered when it matters most. Obviously, losing those 2 games against Club Brugge and Monaco are not ideal for Aston Villa in the Champions League. You know, you would have liked at least a draw from either one of there to really secure the position of the club tonight. Excuse me. However, Villa still did the job tonight that was in hand, and they got the victory that was so needed. A quick set of goals from Morgan Rogers in the opening 5 minutes. I believe he's the youngest player in the Champions League to score a brace that quick. But unfortunately, then afterwards, we kind of took our foot off the gas. Celtic came back into it straight away with their own 2 goals, and you're thinking, it's typical Villa, isn't it? We're just going to throw away the lead. We're not really going to do it. We're not going to cross ourselves over the line. Results were also not going our way as well. However, came out the second half, really dug deep, really put the pressure onto Celtic, and ultimately we got the goal back from Ollie Watkins. Bear in mind, there's all the transfer talk as well between him and John Duran, which is something that we can discuss another time. But he comes up and delivers in a big way for a goal with us, and pretty much on that point, he knocks the stuffing out of Celtic. Obviously, we have a penalty. Ollie Watkins slips. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. That's just the pure luck of the game. But ultimately, Villa hold out. We still applied pressure to Celtic, was still maintaining a sweet defensive resolution. But a 4th goal as well for Morgan Rogers, who scores his first Champions League hat-trick. You know, a player a year ago today only just signed for Aston Villa. So, fair bloody play to him. But ultimately, oh, isn't it great to see Villa do it? Isn't it great to see Aston Villa finally achieve something that has been coming to us for a long time, a steady progression since with Unai Emery, since with the ownership, and in a tough set of weeks that we've had as well, especially with a transfer window as well, that still has a few days left with a few twists and turns. Isn't it amazing just to see how Aston Villa can still achieve some of the greatest results in a minute? Dog. But if we look at the final 8 then, Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Lille and Aston Villa. So also, if we just scored 1 or 2 more goals tonight, we'd have overtaken Lille on the goal difference. If we'd obviously just got a point here or there, but that's if, buts and maybes. We're only looking at what we can do now, and ultimately, like I said, for Villa to only lose 2 games as well. Obviously, we drew against Juventus. Again, that could have been a game that we should have won, really, to be fair, given the last-minute goal that was disallowed. But let's look back on it. That brilliant starting run in the Champions League, beating Bayern Munich, you know, we've been able to achieve some great results in this competition against teams that, like I said, you're looking on paper, you don't think Villa are going to do it. But we stuck it out. We showed the character, the heart and desire of the badge, of the club, and showed what it means to these fan base to see a team like Aston Villa, who were once there years ago, to now finally install that into a newer generation of fans, but also restore the faith within the generation that have seen it before. It's truly, for everybody, a result that is absolutely deserved. They've worked their arse off tonight. They've gotten the result. Again, you know, you can look at Ollie Watkins and say maybe he should have got more goals, but ultimately for me, 2 goals and assists, especially that goal, that ultimately without that goal, we wouldn't be bloody winning that game and having the lead in the first place. You can't knock him, but obviously the main talking point is going to be Morgan Rogers, isn't it? A hat-trick for him, such great progression in play from him. Defensive as well, yes, we did look a bit inept at times, especially on the right-hand side. For me, it clearly shows tonight, more than anything, why Malin was signed. It's to give Basil competition, and even if possibly, finally find a replacement, because that guy, there's only so many times you can back him, but you've got to sit there and say, what is it that's not cracking within his mind? Ultimately tonight, though, unfortunate with the injury to Matty Cash, but like I said, it all really now rests on what the hell is going to happen in the next transfer window. We're not playing in the Champions League now till March. We've now only got the League and the FA Cup to focus on for the next month. But like I said, who's going to be going out? Probably more than likely going to be John Durant and Al Nassr. Are Villa going to sign their defenders? Are we going to sign another striker then? who knows? It's all to be remained to be seen and all to be covered here on the Pride of Villa. But that has been my reaction. I hope you have all enjoyed this Champions League run and this game tonight. Let us in the comments down below know what you think. But it's finished Aston Villa 4, Celtic 2. Come on, the boys. I'm so proud of you for doing that tonight. Fucking